Walang umaamin. That's okay. Okay, according to this, you have 27 travel days per year. These are working class, the executives. So probably business trips. And then top vacation type, 67% of them visiting with their family, 48% for relaxation, and 44% for sightseeing. So we will just focus on these area vacation because this is helping a lot in medical tourism. So there you go, the baby boomers. I don't know if that is really true. How about the Generation X? The Generation X, according to this American travel research, parang hindi ako kasama, yes, later pa ako, 26 days of travel per year. Anyone from Generation X? So 51% for relaxation, 48% with family, and 48% for sightseeing, and this one, 41% for family play. And in the Generation X, ito yung mga digital migrants. And they are influenced by Facebook and Pinterest already. 13% of their budget is allocated to tours and attractions. So whether they go to Asia or Europe or America, it's up to them. And the thing is, the Generation X loves to travel by car. So we will see how this is affecting medical tourism. Now the millennials! Any millennials? Parang hindi nila alam na millennial. Make some noise if you're millennials. Hindi ako makapaniwalang ang tahimik-tahimik ng millennials. Anyway, millennials are traveling 35 days each year. Their reason? They want to relax. Parang mas pagod pa kami sa baby boomers. And other times we visit with our family. For family play, look at this. 34% romantic getaway. Yes, aba? Yes. Okay. And did you know 53% book travel online? So look at that. Millennials are having this power of the thumb. This is the natives. You know, tayong mga millennials, we can easily book online. You know, via Metrodeal, Booking.com, Agoda, ano pa? Airbnb. What else? These are not new to us. We trust this. You know, baby boomers, the baby boomers would like to, really call or visit for booking or ask a friend from that location, someone's agreeing over there, ask a friend from that location to, can you please check if it's really good? But for millennials, no need. Okay, just a virtual tour. We like that already. We trust that already. And 70% of us are staying in hotels. We would really like to travel and experience different things. Okay, I have to move forward because there's another speaker after me that will really dwell on the medical tourism in the Philippines, and that's Sir Wilson. Gen Z, these are our little and baby brothers and sisters. They will travel less, but we have to see because they don't have money yet. No, humihingi pa sila sa parents or ate and kuya. But probably in the future, this will go up. That will affect medical tourism as well. Vacation types, of course, they are young, so they will be visiting with their family. They will be relaxed. They love to relax for sightseeing and special event. 25% of whatever money they have, may it be from their online sidelines or from their parents, they allocate it for travel. You know why? YOLO! You only live once, right? Uso sa atin to eh. Parang, kailan ko pa gagawin yan? When will I experience that? While I'm young and I have the energy, I will go there. YOLO. Doc, you know YOLO? Anyone using hashtag YOLO here? You only live once. But don't forget, there's an article that says, you also grow up. No? You also grow up. And everything for us should be Instagrammable. We will be paying and saving and earning for things that's worth shareable. So that we can be our own type of vloggers. Right? And before we eat, what do? We are foodies, guys. Because we belong to an experience economy. We would like to experience things, not just hear them or see them in the internet. We would like to be there. Look at this. We belong to a selfie generation. The selfie generation is helping a lot in medical tourism. The travel desire of this new market, because according to studies, the millennial will be the biggest market by 2025. We will be the ones earning and we can afford what we want. Aren't you excited? Okay, pero mukhang hindi siya millennial, but he also likes to take selfie. Very adventurous. I saw in one article, meron pang namatay, no? Somebody died in taking selfies. Look at this. Very dangerous. But still they do it. It's Instagrammable. Look at that. I wouldn't trust anyone. Anyway, and many of us would like to, the idea of having a bucket list. I would like to, before I turn 40, I would like to hike every mountain in the Philippines. So, ayan, nandyan siya sa Mount Tawang, Mount Pulag, Mount Apo. Wala nang ipon yan. Pero nandyan sa bundok. Mount Ugo, Mount Batulao, Pico de Loro, and the like. And this is not only a characteristic of Filipinos. This is happening worldwide. And with our immersion to ASEAN integration, wherein we can travel to different places, like in a very cheap cost, we just want to do it even more. Okay, so did you know that medical tourism has a long, long way back of history? For example, Sumerians constructed health complexes around hot springs more than 4,000 years ago, which included temples with flowing pools. The ancient Romans built resorts with thermal health spas and therapeutic temples. And the ancient Greeks were known for their travels to the sanctuary of the healing god. So medical tourism is actually a concept of wellness and spa in the beginning. And then Europe. How did Europe contribute to us in the medical tourism? It was the Europeans in the 16th and 17th century that are responsible for the development of modern pleasure resort concept. And maybe later on, you will learn from Sir Wilson how this is much of a challenge for hospitals. Because the concept nowadays is that you will go to a hospital that doesn't look like a hospital. That's the concept now. And seaside resorts in the United Kingdom. Moving on, spas and mineral water were used to cure illnesses. How about North America? North America, it's the discovery of New World, revealed new destinations for medical travelers from Europe. So, ganun din. In the United States and Canada, mineral springs were used for the development of spa tourism. Imagine people would travel from here to there to experience that healing water. In the 19th century, wealthy tuberculosis sufferers from Europe often traveled to United States, seeking different climate conditions in order to improve their health. And let's go mas malapit, Asia. Asia has a history of medical tourism as well. Japan's affluence of natural mineral springs, known as onsen, has represented a favorite health retreat for centuries. And the yoga. Yoga is now being paid for in thousands and 10,000s for certain classes. Those are the beginning of medical tourism. So, before I just turn the other slides for Sir Wilson, I would like to ask the audience, because I know that you are in the millennial generation, most of you, who has already traveled at least 10 places within the Philippines? Or 5? Okay? You have traveled. Who would like to travel even more to Thailand, Singapore, Japan, Indonesia? Indonesia! Come on, show them. We would like to go places, right? We would like to go places. And in going places, sometimes we would be sick. Or we would just need some checkup. Because other places have lower cost of executive checkups or whatsoever that you want. And so, these, you will all be part and contribute to medical tourism. Now to discuss the advantages, disadvantages, the key success to medical tourism, as well as the landscape of the Philippines, particularly the Adventist hospitals in the Philippines. Let me welcome my partner in the ministry and in the work, Mr. Wilson Sia. Could you give him a round of applause?
Thank you so much, Miss Lady. Time is very fast, so I have to go straight. So Miss Lady just presented to us the introduction, the history, and India is there in Asia. So why is this medical tourism so popular nowadays? Because it has to be low in cost, okay? Affordable prices for accommodation compared to other medical tourism destinations. That is a challenge. It has to be a high quality of hospitals and practitioners, and of course, English. The proficiency of the English language is our competitive advantage here in the Philippines. And of course, disadvantages are long flights, lack of research facilities. No? Just the other week, we were in Asian hospital, and they have this, what they call 5-star doctor. A 5-star doctor is a doctor who is practicing, who is in the administration, who is doing research, who is doing community work, and lastly, in the academe. that is a 5-star medical doctor. So in the Philippines, we have a lot of those. We have a lot of those, but we need more in order to catch up with the challenges of medical tourism. So what are the key to success? It was in 2004 that we have the law by former President Gloria Arroyo on medical tourism. And it followed by another executive order in 2005. And our journey for us started in 2006 when our hospital was part of the pioneering cluster. No? Because in medical tourism, they have divided it into three. The government divided into three. The medical tourism cluster, the wellness cluster, and the retirement cluster. No? When you speak of medical tourism in the Philippines, these three has to be given attention. Okay? For medical tourism cluster, these are the hospital group and the specialty clinic group. For wellness clusters, these are the spa and other complementary and alternative medicine group. And, of course, the retirement cluster. These are the retirement communities that our government is doing. So what are the key of success of our program since 2006? The government had this Philippine Medical Tourism Program. And the PMTP, the vision is to be the global leader in providing quality health care for all through universal health care. And mission is to ensure that the Philippines is globally competitive through implementation of quality standards, both in public and private sectors. And we also have the PPP. You know the PPP? The private-public partnership. So the government have activated more than 40 partner organizations and agencies to work on this at the very start. And we have the analysis of the medical tourism industry in the Philippines by the Philippine-Swiss Business Council. They found out that our country, the Philippines, is becoming an attractive destination for medical travel owing the country's wealth of internationally trained and English-speaking physicians. That's number one. Number two, state-of-the-art facilities and the unique brand of Filipino hospitality that are offered at a fraction of the cost compared to developed countries. So what are the common cosmetic, surgery, dental surgery rank among the most popular procedures medical tourists seek in the Philippines? In 2011, the AIM, or the Asian Institute of Management study, listed several challenges. And these challenges were already mentioned even this morning in the experience of Indonesia. The number one is the transport infrastructures. That's why our government now, through our president, build program. Number two is the security and safety concerns. Number three is the what? Is the cost of money. It has to, the niche, the market niche. We need to have a unique value proposition that will raise our Philippine services of hospitality and medical tourism above what is offered by other countries. So now I would like to to present to you the landscape of the Seventh-day Adventist Church healthcare institution in the Philippines. We have strategically put up 10 Adventist hospitals in the Philippines. We have, of course, Palawan, Manila, Cebu, Davao, Iligan, in the north, in Isabela, Calbayog in the Samar, what else? Bacolod in Negros, Valencia in central Mindanao, and what's the last? Hingoog in Butuan, in Misamis. So, this is part of the 600 healthcare facilities worldwide of the Seventh-day Adventist Church. So, we are now one of the top travel destinations in Southeast Asia and ranked 8 in the world for being top medical tourism destination in 2015. So, just like also in Indonesia, we have the health, we have the tourism, and we have the trade and industry. This is the trinity of medical tourism. These three are the forefront of the government in implementing this program. So general factors, I already mentioned some of this. Common treatments done: dentistry, cosmetic surgery, aesthetic surgery, weight loss surgery, rehabilitation, stem cell therapy, eye surgery, and ophthalmology, fertility treatments, dermatology, and these are all done. We are doing this at Adventist Medical Center, Manila. So, why is the Philippines more fun for wellness and healing? Value for money, highly skilled, cutting-edge technology, English proficiency, and ultimate destination, fun getaways, and quiet retreats. So these are the hospital. So what is our proposal? Our proposal is just like catering to the 3 challenges pointed out by the Asian Institute of Management. Number 1 is the transport infrastructure. Our 10 Adventist hospitals, they are easily to be located. Some of them are even nearer to airports. And then number 2, the security and safety concerns. You know, the story of Adventist Medical Center Iligan, they are near Marawi City. But the Lord has protected that hospital. And it is safe and secured. And lastly, the value for money. To our foreign friends here, especially students of IAS, while we are not yet making a policy for the 10 Adventist hospitals that we will have an international rate, the value of your money, you can still enjoy more. Because the cost of your health care, the cost of your treatment in our 10 Adventist hospitals are the same with locals. Meaning, the cost of your money is still high. But when the time comes that this proposal will be accepted by the 10 Adventist hospitals, we will be having international rates. So in closing, do I still have time? Yeah, I still have 4 minutes. In closing, the challenges are surmountable. It can be done. And almost all of the 10 Adventist hospitals in the Philippines are now putting up expansion buildings. As for our case in Manila, we are now on the final stage of inaugurating and groundbreaking of the 20-story building. So, can you see it? Yeah, this is the 20-story tower that we are putting up. And also, if the Indonesian is considering the 17 millennium Sustainable Development Goals of the United Nations, we have also what we call the ASEAN Economic Community Blueprint for 2025. And this is in the light of Asian integration. No? So what is this ASEAN Economic Community Blueprint for 2025? This is harmonizing the healthcare in this region, meaning employing the blueprint that smaller countries, because the top countries in Southeast Asia for medical tourism are Singapore, Malaysia, and Thailand. They are already far beyond us. They are already catering millions of medical travelers annually compared to the Philippines, Cambodia, Laos, Malaysia, Myanmar, and Vietnam. So this is trying to ensure that the development and integration of this sector is systematically implemented and harmonious in nature. And lastly, our Secretary, Bernadette Romulo Puyat, of the Department of Tourism today, is very optimistic. She said, we can see that the Philippines has a big potential in the field of medical tourism. That's why we are working toward having more internationally accredited hospitals and ambulatory clinics in the Philippines to attract more international medical travelers, as well as more campaigns in highlighting the Philippines as a potential medical tourism hub. So in this proposal, we are also optimistic that these 10 Adventist hospitals can be contributors in making the Philippines as a medical tourism hub in Asia. Thank you and good afternoon.
Thank you very much, Mr. Sia. How many of you have visited AMC? Please raise your hand. Okay, some of you have visited. Do you know when you get inside, when you reach the hospital, when you get inside the lobby, you will not smell the hospital smell, but you will smell actually is baked bread, baked cinnamon bread, and all those. Okay, I have a question while you are still preparing your own questions.